The Knickerbockers opened the 1846 season on Good Friday. The game that day was a free-swinging affair. 9 innings were played before the 8, led by Adams, claimed victory over Curry and Cartwright's side by 40-35. At the beginning of May, the club held a new election. Alexander Cartwright was named secretary, and Doc Adams replaced Wheaton as vice president. Wheaton's days with the Knickerbockers were done. It is unclear whether the lawyer left on his own or was encouraged to go. A special meeting was called for June 5th. After old-timers James Lee and Abraham Tucker were given honorary memberships, the Knickerbockers voted to challenge the New York club. A match was set for June 19th. There was no newspaper coverage, but the scorebook survives. 30 years later, Duncan Curry was still making excuses. Well, do I remember that game? The first regular game of baseball played hereabouts, and the New Yorks won it by a score of 23-1. An awful beating, you would say, at our own game, but you see, the majority of the New York club's players were cricketers, and clever ones at that game, and their batting was the chief feature of their work. The chief trouble was that we'd held our opponents too cheaply, and few of us had practiced any prior to the contest, thinking that we knew more about the game than they did. When the day finally came, the weather was everything that could be desired, but intensely warm. Yet there was quite a gathering of friends of the two clubs to watch the match. The pitcher of the New York Nine was a cricket bowler of some note, and while one could use only the straight-arm delivery, he could pitch an awfully speedy ball. The game was in a crude state. No balls were called on the pitcher, and that was a great advantage to him, and when he did get them over the plate, they came in so fast our batsmen could not see them. The two clubs agreed to meet again a week later. Those expecting a rematch were disappointed when a pickup game was played instead.